Hello. Welcome back, family. This is Georgina's Talk Show. If it's your first time passing by, hello, my name is Georgina Eugene, and this is Georgina's Talk Show, where we discuss as a family to talk about our young growing up in abroad, our young kids, boys, girls, including ourselves, in another man's land. We are all in overseas, as you all know. I'm based in UK. So this channel is about BME, Black Minority Ethnic Group in the whole universe. If you are in any way, please join the conversation. It's a family conversation where we learn together as a parent and where we teach our children and learn for them to be able to succeed as a brown-skinned young youth growing up in abroad. Regarding our youth, I met a young girl somewhere, and we are talking, and she said, "Oh, everyone is introducing themselves, what you like, and your biggest fear." And she said that she have a biggest fear that she don't want to share about, but another biggest fear is height. So later on, it's just a young girl. Later on, I said to her, I introduced myself, and I said to her, I've got your age, even older than your age, but it seems like you are really worried. What is this your biggest fear you are scared to share in public? She said, "Auntie, I won't understand." I said, "Just make me understand." I now open my channel and I show her what we are discussing and what it's all about. She gave me a big hug. She said, "Auntie, that her biggest fear is scary." I said, "No, please share with me. What is your biggest fear?" Whew. My brother, my sister, this young girl told me that her biggest fear is her skin color. I was really shocked. I said, "Why?" She said, "Because she's been bullied and criticized at work and criticized at so many places because of her color." It's a shame that a young girl will come out in public and be ashamed of her color and be scared of talking about her color and her original, where she's from. Her parents is original from Nigeria, but she's born and brought up in UK, but she's scared because her biggest fear is her color. I was really shocked, and I talked to her and encouraged her and show her a picture of my daughter and show her my picture when I was her age. I show her my children's picture. I say, "My dear, you need to work hard and stand up. You have to be proud of who you are. You have to stand up and don't let anyone criticize or bully you because of your color. And don't be ashamed." If you are a young girl watching this, or a young boy, or a young mom, or a young dad, or anybody, please, let's encourage ourselves. Let's encourage ourselves to be proud of who we are. They say black don't crack. I'm so proud of who I am. I am Georgina Eugene, original, born and brought up in Nigeria, Igbo precise. I love my culture. I love my food. I love everything about me. And my children, they take the same. When we had the Black Lives Matters, my kids were protesting there. We are like, as if they are the one. But when something happened to any sister or brother around you, you realize that this could have been me. So wherever we are, brother, sister, mother, dad, support any young youth around you. Support your own children. Support your own relative. Hear from them. Listen to them. Ask them what is their biggest fear. Ask them how they feel about themselves. Ask them what do they think about their culture. Please, ladies and gentlemen, we need to stand up for our kids. We are grown and we don't have those fear. I will never fear for anybody about my skin because you can't get it. It's so expensive. I always tell my daughter that you don't know what God did for you to make you a black young lady. It's a pride. It's a crown. But some people don't realize. I sat with this young girl for more than 30 minutes. She kept giving me a hug. The thing I said to the girl is, if I had been worried, or if I ever been worried when I was your age, I wouldn't have been married with 4 lovely children. She was looking at me. You don't have to worry about who think, who is looking, who even thought, who even trying to think about you, or who is thinking of who you are. I said to her, if I was worried that I'm not pretty, if I was worried that I wasn't educated, if I was worried that I'm a black girl 23 years ago, I wouldn't have been married to a lovely, caring father and a husband. I wouldn't have been married to a man who loved me and loved the children. We had 4 lovely children together. Why would a young youth, a young teenager of your age thinking of who you are, having thoughts in your mind that your biggest fear is your skin color? Whew, brother and sister, it's time for us to teach our young youth, especially young girl. It's time for us to stand up and teach our children our culture and show them pride and show them who they are. These young girls are queen. These young girls are princess. They don't know what they have because they are too young and naive. And in another country where there is color, in another country where color matters, stand up and tell them there is no color. Black life matters. We don't care about which color you are. We only happy and we only proud of who we are, and we are only proud of our color. But sometimes we don't truly understand who we are because we do not want to care. Do you realize what makes you who you are? It's when you are truly love yourself. Write this somewhere. If you are genuinely love yourself, my dear, you will love everything around you. You will love everything and everybody around you if you truly love who you are as a self, as a person. Because when you love yourself, there is nothing someone out there will tell you that will even go to your mind or think, oh, I'm black, I'm brown skin, my hair is different. No. Please try to love yourself. When you love yourself, you love everything about you. After me and the young girl conversation, I said to her that you are here to make yourself happy. and you do not want discuss or agree or approve anyone's like over you or hate. You only exist because God wants you to be alive. You should never approve anyone's comment over your life. Whatever negative comment people come across, try to disagree and do you and be yourself. Self-love is the most important thing we should start learning. Know who you are, know your worth, and love yourself. No matter what, you don't care whether someone call you names. It doesn't exist in your knowledge. That negative does not exist because you know who you are, a child of God. And believe me, when I get home that day, I was curious to ask my children one by one, what's your biggest fear? Because it's so important. Because I've never heard anyone say that his or her biggest fear is her color. I ask all my children their biggest fear. None of them mention their biggest fear is their color. No. They just give me all version of their own biggest fear. Because nobody, I repeat, nobody was raised to accept abuse. No one was raised to accept racism. Nobody was raised to accept negativity around you because you are a grown black boy or a girl on the street. I told the girl that when I grow my channel, one day, 1 year, we're going to have an event, and she's going to stand there and tell her story and tell how she come over all the negativity of her color because she's a queen. And she said to me, Auntie, I don't think so. I say, you are a crowned queen. You are a crowned queen. And she just keep giving me a hug. She just keep giving me a hug. And she made me realize that so many young youth are going through emotionally, physically, and mentally drained that we do not realize as a parent. And this is time for us to stand up and guide and support and be able to figure out our children's biggest fear and be able to support them in overseas as a young growing up adult teenager in abroad. We need to stand up and work together as a parents to make it happen. We don't want our children to walk on the street fearing, walk on the street scared because of their color. No. Ladies and gentlemen, this is where I'm going to end this conversation today. And please, I would love and like for you to share this video to any young teenager around you. This is all about family conversation. Like, subscribe, and share our YouTube channel. Thank you so much for joining Georgina's Talk Show. I'm glad and happy for me to be able to share my experience walking on the street and talk to a young teenager whose fear is her color. I was honored to sit down with that girl. I was so honored for me to sit with her, to have that conversation. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you in our next video.